Welcome to the FX Options Weekly Outlook, a weekly podcast series hosted by Jason Ayres, a top instructor, trader, and founder of OptionSource.net. Join Jason as he discusses the latest trends in the Forex market with a look ahead on the US dollar versus the major currencies using the most commonly used technical indicators.
Hi there and welcome to the ISE FX Options Weekly Outlook for January 18th, 2010. As always, this is Jason Ayres of OptionSource.net. Let's take a look at the weekly chart of our US dollar index. This is a great way to gain perspective as to how the US dollar has been trading against a basket of currencies. And after a dip below that 77 mark on our weekly chart here, the US dollar managed to gather some strength towards the end of the week, closing back above 77. As long as this support level holds, we are open to a move up into the 79.81 box. A quick look at our daily chart reflects a bull flag forming and the importance of that 77 level as a support, reflecting the possibility of a push higher extending into that 79.81 box. Let's take a look at the US versus the Canadian dollar as seen here in the ISE FX Options pair value CDD. Well, the pair value tested 102 and held as of Friday. A break below this 102 support level opens the window for a move down into the 100 focal zone, which of course reflects a US Canadian dollar par. Any bounce off of the 102 level is likely to meet with some resistance within the 104, 104.5 focal zone. A break above is likely to target 105.5 to 106. Next up, the YUK, the US versus the Japanese yen. Now, we do see what appears to be a continuation wedge forming here in our pair value, which is essentially retraced down to find some support at the 90.91 focal zone. Now, if this level does not hold, we may very well see the pair value move down into this 88, 88.5 range. However, support here at 90.91 and a bounce is likely to retest the 93.5 focal zone. A break above opens the window for an extended move higher. Well, the US dollar completed a retracement down into the 68, 68.5 focal zone against the euro as anticipated and closed the week, however, back above the 69, 69.5 support level. Should the pair value hold these levels, a break above 70 opens the window for an extended move higher, which will have us targeting the 71.5 to 72 box. Let's take a look at the BPX, the US versus the British pound. Now, it appears as though there is a bullish continuation wedge forming. We are looking to see support hold at the 61.5, 62 focal zone, with the pair value closing just on the lower range of this important support. The window is open for a deeper move lower, which could conceivably retest the 59.5, 60 focal zone. If the pair holds at 61.5, we're open for a bounce that is likely to meet with resistance at the 63, 63.5 range. A break above that opens the window for an extended move higher. Let's take a look at the AUX, the US versus the Australian dollar. Now, we identified the 106 to 108 box as a very important support level last week, and it appears as though the pair held here. Now, a break below 106 opens the window for an even deeper sell-off, which could conceivably migrate all the way down to the 101 to 104 box. If the pair holds here, the 109 to 110 becomes an important resistance level. A break above will have us targeting up into this 111, 112 focal zone. Let's take a look at a few of our key points. First of all, the US dollar index pulled back as low as 76.60 this past week, but closed the week above 77. Support above 77 continues to suggest the possibility for further US dollar strength. The CDD came close to 102, which is an important support level. Although closing the week off of the lows, the pair value needs to break back above 104 before we can be bullish on the US dollar against the Canadian dollar. The YUK retraced into our 90.91 support. It appears as though the pair may be forming a continuation wedge to the upside. The EUI broke down to test the 68.5 support and closed last week with a bounce. A break above 70 will lend further credibility to US dollar strengthening against the euro. The BPX now consolidates below the 61.5-62 range. However, with this area representing an important support level, the formation of what appears to be a continuation wedge suggests the possibility of a push higher. 63.5 remains an important area of key overhead resistance. The AUX continue to consolidate within the 106 to 108 range, which is an important support level. A close off of the lows last week suggests some support here. A break below 106 opens the window for a much deeper move to the downside for the US dollar. And this has been your ISE FX Options Weekly Outlook for January 18th, 2010. As always, I'm Jason Ayres of OptionsSource.net. Thanks for joining me here this week. We'll see you here next week.
Thank you for participating in this week's session. Please join us again next week. For trading ideas, exchange rates, webinars, news, and commentary, visit www.fxoptions.com. Become an OptionSource.net member. Visit www.optionsource.net. ISE FX options can be easily traded through all options-enabled brokerage accounts. These exchange-listed securities are cash-settled in U.S. dollars and have a European-style exercise.